What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome back. I'm Sean.
And I'm Jen.
And if you hear a random grumbling / purring, it's Bento right here.
It's Bento.
How's everybody doing? Welcome back. I'm excited to be back.
Me too. It's been a while since we've had time to film. What have we done in the meantime? I released an album. That took literally all my time because it was last minute. He made some art prints to sell at a convention. That also took pretty much every second of his time because it was last minute.
I infected Jen with the procrastination bug.
No. This is how I always do Ancient City Con. I wanted to release something new, like a new book, and I did it a week in advance. I was like, let me just throw a poetry book together, and then it took a week. So yeah, this is how I do that con, last minute.
So yeah, it was really cool, and
it was super cool.
Maybe we'll talk about that later on. But you guys seem to like the Q&As.
You guys love the Q&As, and you know what? We love doing them. We love challenging each other and learning about each other because it doesn't matter how long we've been together. I still don't know a lot about you, and that's cool. I like that.
Well, I found a list of weird questions to ask.
Yeah, he told me it was weird, and he didn't tell me what any of the questions were, so I don't know what's happening.
I have read 3 of them to make sure that so far they were appropriate and nothing like crazy, like, you know, not saying those bad things. But yeah,
it is SFW.
Yes, suitable for
work. Wednesdays. Suitable for Wednesdays.
Suitable for Wednesdays. So make sure if you're not Wednesday, you can watch.
We release this on Sundays.
Oh, well. So, are you ready to get started?
Yes.
All right. First question, right off the bat, hitting with the heavy hitters. Is cereal soup? Why or why not?
Oh, okay. No. This is going to take a while. I'm sorry. What's your answer?
Cereal is not a soup.
Okay.
Because I feel like a soup is something that's basically almost marinating in the thing. You're not marinating.
Marinating?
Look, it's the first word
gross.
I can think
That's
of.
gross when I think about soup. Okay. That depends on the milk to cereal ratio.
Ooh.
If there is more milk than cereal, then yes, it is a soup. But if there is just a little bit of milk, it's a sauce. It's basically a sauce on top of your cereal. And then if there's like kind of like even amount, it's more like oh man, I had this all. There's something else that's really, really like, it's more like you got to think about it like spaghetti. It's more like not like a stew, but like a hummus. No, not like a hummus. Like, okay. If there's, it's either a soup or it's a sauce. We'll just go with that. I'm sorry. I had this all, like, I had written this out to somebody once. I don't even know where it is, but I had written out an entire response, and it was either one of 3 things. Is it a soup? Is it there's a meme that shows, like, which one of these is it? And then I explained it all depends on the milk to cereal ratio, which it does. Do you eat yours with more milk than cereal, or is it just a splash?
It's like a third of a bowl of milk and then like 2/3 of cereal.
Then it's not a soup. It's a sauce.
Nice. All right.
Sorry, I'm a little passionate about that one. I don't know.
What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
Start?
If you could just create one.
Well, I have started a couple, but one of them I can't say.
You know which one I'd want to start?
My hair is actually made of ramen. Like, it's really ramen. Look at it. Is it not chicken ramen? Or, sorry, vegetable ramen because I'm vegan.
I believe that every time Jen gets a new person to learn to tap dance, she gains 5 years on her life.
That's how I look so young at my age. Like, seriously. It's not this. This is not keeping me young.
They're like, wow, these are weird conspiracies.
And if you're a member of Noise Complaint, you know about the other conspiracy. But I can't say it on this channel.
Nope.
Yes, my hair is made of ramen. Go with it.
What's invisible but you wish people could see?
Intentions.
I was going to say thoughts. But no, I wouldn't want to see people's thoughts.
No, I don't want to know people's thoughts. No. I think terrible thoughts all the time, but I'm nice enough not to say them. You sometimes can't help the thoughts that come into your brain, okay? Like, you just can't help it. There's a whole Voyager episode about how, like, you can just have a thought and you can't control the thought. It just happens. But what makes you mature and nice and a good person is that you don't take that thought from here to here. Intentions is what I would like to see have form. Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard.
That is really hard. That's a weird question.
Air?
Air?
I would like to be able to know that there's air.
You can see it in the cold.
Oh, yeah. What's the weirdest smell you have ever smelled?
You first.
So, for a lot of you that have been watching this channel for a while, you guys know that I was born with a bilateral cleft lip and palate, which basically has null and voided my sense of smell since I was a kid. So, I basically have very little sense of smell. So, on occasions, I will get a scent of something, and I'm like, what is that? And I'll try to figure out what it is. It's like the first time you ever really smell something. And when I was like 10, I smelled this it was an orange, but it was like this almost like a sharp smell in my nose, and I was like, what is that? And I ran throughout my entire house sniffing everything, trying to figure out what it was. And that was probably the weirdest smell because I had no idea what I was smelling.
See, that I can't even top that story because that's extra large, man. Honestly, the weirdest thing I've ever smelled, I have the opposite. I have a super sniffer. I can smell everything, even from all across the house. Sorry. If Alex is in the shower, our roommate Alex, I can smell his body wash while he's in the shower from all the way over here. It's insane. Halloween stores. They have a very distinct scent, and I don't like it, but it's very odd. It's I don't know how to explain the smell, but it's all of the prosthetics and masks and icky feeling things. They all have a smell. And I can't describe the smell other than it's icky. Okay. But yeah, that's the weirdest thing I've ever smelled.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Why or why not?
Yes, it is 2 pieces of bread with meat or some kind of filler in the middle.
Even though it's 1 piece of bread usually? Or
okay, but you can do a sub sandwich and not slice all the way and still put the meat in there. And it's not sliced all the way. It's the same shape as a hot dog. It is just left on this side or this side. It's more like a sub sandwich, yes, because the bread is shaped the same as a sub sandwich. But a submarine is still a sandwich, as is a grinder, if you call it a grinder. As is a, sub grinder hoagie. It is shaped like a hoagie. So, yes, a hot dog is a sandwich, but it is a hoagie, like a hoagie-style sandwich. Yeah. Okay.
Hot dog's a hot dog. Now, if you put it on a bun, then it's a sandwich.
Bite me! I'm so mad.
What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen?
I
had one. I was going by. I was at my friend's house, and I was like, "What is it?" And I looked, and it says, "Don't click me." That was his Wi-Fi name. Don't click me. How about yours?
I forget exactly what it said, but it was something like, "The neighbors steal me," or "Here for the neighbors to steal," or something like that. It was. I just saw this Wi-Fi come up when I was in an apartment, and it was like, "Here for the neighbors to steal," or it was something like that, and I was just like, it was pretty good Wi-Fi, actually.
Okay. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing?
Brushing their teeth.
Wow.
What? Just mouth gaping open, foaming. Yeah, you look kind of stupid brushing your teeth.
Okay.
What else?
Picking something out of their eye. They're like...
Yeah.
You okay? You good?
Probably also coughing. It's not really an attractive look for anybody.
The point right before the sneeze.
YouTube captures these little moments to suggest as the cover. It's gonna choose that one.
Just
please.
Please, YouTube gods, please.
I'm begging you.
Let's see. What's the most ridiculous fact you know?
every fact I know just went out the window.
Yeah.
This
it's
window
like,
right here.
You give me in a moment, I'll be like, oh, this random fact.
The weirdest fact that I know?
Do you need time?
Mm-hmm.
It's not it might be the weirdest, depending. Big into, like, behind the scenes and movie stuff. And when I was a kid, I watched Reading Rainbow, who happens to have LeVar Burton, who was Geordie LaForge on The Next Generation.
Star Trek The Next Generation,
Star Trek
for
The Next
those
Generation.
that...
Sorry. I should preface that. But they were showing how they did the teleporter graphic. Like, the like, when they got teleported, when they got beamed out, like, and they disintegrated from it, it was a glass of water with glitter in it. And they just stirred it. And then they filmed it in front of a green or a blue screen.
I'll jump on the Star Trek train for the weirdest fact I know. Most of the cool technology pieces in the Star Trek shows, especially during the early days of original series and The Next Generation, they were all like plumbing pieces from Lowe's and Home Depot. They went to like Home Depot and got weird looking like pieces of pipes or like wall installation or something like.
One of them, the person was walking around with a potato peeler.
Yes. Yeah, it was a potato peeler. That's a fun fact, I guess. That's one of the weirdest things I know. But I know that I read something recently where it said a thing, and then it was like, there, that's a fact that you know now. And I'm like, I kind of wish I didn't know that. And I don't remember at all.
I also like the one where you can always see your nose, but your mind chooses to ignore it.
Yeah. Oh, why do you gotta say stuff like that?
I see mine.
Oh, yours is huge.
I know, right? Look at that. Boom.
It's okay. We make fun of each other.
I got a big head.
He does.
So at least I have... Look at this.
But like, look at how tiny my head is. Wait, we have to do this again. Look at how little my head is compared to his.
Look, I got a big head. I got big eyes. I got a big nose. I got a big mouth.
It's a good thing you have all those big features for your big head.
Can you imagine if I had like little eyes?
Imagine if I had like giant eyes on this tiny head.
You'd look like a little chibi.
Isn't
not chibi,
there a tiny head like thing
like
right
an
now? No, not an app, but like a trend. I'm trendy. All of a sudden, I'm trendy. Just kidding.
I am the opposite with my big head. What's the funniest joke you know by heart?
Okay, you first.
Two guys walk into a bar, third guy ducks.
That's not that funny.
I think it's funny.
Okay, I get to tell my joke. Pirate walks into a bar. He's got his steering wheel attached to the front of his pants. The bartender goes, "Hey, do you know that you have a steering wheel attached to the front of your pants?" He goes, "Yar, it's driving me nuts."
Jen, ladies and gentlemen.
I've known that joke for like 20 years. It's my favorite joke in the history of time. And yesterday was International Talk Like a Pirate Day. So
my little brother used to love telling me the how do you make a handkerchief dance? Put a little boogie in it.
Aww.
And it's like
or like, what's brown and sticky?
What?
A stick.
Oh. Ooh.
Is this just terrible joke out? No, were you about to say one? Because I got one more.
Want to hear a dirty joke?
Sure.
I played with mud.
It's not a joke, but it's dirty. What is green, fuzzy, has 4 legs, and if it fell out of a tree, it would kill you. If it fell out of a tree and landed on you, it would kill you.
Just
Not
falling
just
out
the
of a
act
tree.
of falling out of a tree.
100,000 miles
dead.
away. You're just...
If it fell out of a tree on top of you, it would kill you. Green, fuzzy, 4 legs. Obviously very heavy.
What is it?
A pool table. Because that's more of a riddle than a joke. But it's okay. That's another one of my faves.
I like it. In 40 years, what will people be nostalgic for?
How dark should I go right now? The 90s still. I'm going to go with still nostalgic for the 90s.
It'll be year 2061 and people will be like, oh, you remember 1990s? Yeah.
In 40 years from now, what will people be nostalgic for? Is Cold brew.
They'd be like, oh man, back in my day, we had to watch our TV shows on the TV.
Mm-hmm. Instead of holodecks. Like, yeah, I would say either manually driving, if we're at automatic cars by then, or cold brew. People will be nostalgic for cold brew because it's ridiculous, but people love it, and I'm sure it'll be gone in 40 years. No, I actually think it's pretty cool. I've got Starbucks on the brain because of the new song that I wrote, so it's just like, all I keep thinking about is coffee and coffee memes.
Okay. How do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza?
If you like it, eat it. Like, I don't have any issues with it. I feel a little against it, personally, because I'm allergic to pineapple, so.
Well, I prefer not to, just because I don't work at a pizza place. If I'm going to get pizza, I'm going to order it.
What?
It says, how do you feel about putting pineapple on a pizza?
You don't need to take every one of these super literal. Do you eat pineapple on your pizza?
Not usually, because I used to get, if I got a Hawaiian back before I was vegan, yeah, I'd eat it because it had like ham and pineapple and stuff. But the ham and pineapple went good together. But no, I'm not going to go like jalapenos, mushrooms, and pineapple.
I mean, why not?
I just don't.
Okay. You know what I have had on pizza, though?
What?
Pears. It's really good. Fruit can go on pizza, and it can be really delicious. I don't know what all the hate is for. If you don't like it, don't eat it. But I'm allergic to it, so I'm not going to eat it. Anything worse than that would be pineapple and peanut on a pizza. I'd be like, well, and dairy, and actual dairy.
Which one's going to take you out first?
Honestly, the peanuts, but that's fine.
What are the unwritten rules of where you work?
Sayuri gets to sit next to me all the time. And if she wants to sit on the desk, she also gets to sit on the desk, regardless of what I'm doing at the time. She's the boss. That's for my work at home.
Don't kick a child.
Oh, for teaching? Yeah, for the unwritten rules of teaching dance are don't swear. It's not written anywhere that I can't, but like, don't swear. Try to make sure your music doesn't either. And try not to let the kids burn the place down, really. But Sayuri's boss.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sayuri is definitely boss, because if she's not with her or in the kitchen screaming her little head off because she wants us to come out there and hang out with her, she's in my office with me demanding the same thing, or sitting right here behind me sneezing while I'm on the phone. It's great. She sneezed one day, and the person on the phone was like, bless you. I'm like, thank you. Sorry.
Oh, that's funny. You didn't tell me that.
Oh, surprise. What part of a kid's movie completely scarred you?
Oh, do I have to relive this?
We're just gonna say Old Yeller.
Honestly, the cinematography from God, I just had the movie Flight of the Navigator. That movie really, really weirded me out. And Killer Clowns from Outer Space isn't a kid's movie, but that definitely weirded me out as a kid.
I watched it as a kid.
So did I. Why do they show the kids this?
Because my father was like, want to see something funny?
A kid's movie that scarred me for life.
What part in it?
What part in it? I mean, when the horse dies in Never Ending Story.
I'm the complete opposite on that one.
No?
No, I'm just kidding. No.
I was like, we can't be together anymore.
No, Never Ending Story is just sad all around. But no.
Oh, that's hard.
I would have to say Old Yeller. Like, and when they talk about taking the dog out back.
When Tadashi dies in the beginning of Big Hero 6.
Yo, I saw that as an adult, and that's still bull. It makes me sad.
It said what part of a kid's movie completely scarred you. It did not say we had to watch it as a kid.
That's true. I agree with
when Tadashi dies at the beginning of Big Hero 6. That's probably... That hurt. I'm not okay.
What kind of secret society would you like to start?
Did I not already? Is Noise Complaint not a secret society?
No, everybody knows who we are. We're allowed.
Right. I think a secret society of violists who just sit around and complain about not being respected.
Don't y'all do that already?
Yes.
Oh.
Where we just send each other like secret coded messages in alto clef and no one can read them. It's great. I'm so weird. Sorry about the drinking Coke, by the way. I'm so thirsty today.
I don't know, secret society that I would like to start. I think it's really cool that there's like secret societies for magicians. I think that's really cool.
Oh, that was cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It must be secret.
It's magic. No, I don't know. Something like I don't know.
Have you skipped any?
No.
Okay. When we get to 20, let's stop it. Let's do 20, and then we will film a part 2 for 20 more.
Yeah. I'm just going to go with like a zombie apocalypse preparation secret society.
Of course you are.
Yeah. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
Cats. Look, they're sweethearts, but at the same time, they're kind of a-holes. Like, but we love them for it. We absolutely love them for it. Actually, no, I think I take that back. I think I absolutely take that back. I'm kind of stuck. I'm not sure if birds might be the rudest.
That would have been my answer.
Or raccoons.
No, see, I think raccoons are they're just like, I'm gonna scavenge it, and then like, hey, you gonna eat that?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so maybe birds.
Yeah, birds are gonna be like, hey, that person shooed us away. There's his house. Let's go.
Maybe cockroaches.
No, they're scared to death of us.
No, they're not. I got chased by one.
Yeah. Oh,
First day in the new house, I'm chased by a cockroach this big.
Random fact. Going back, the random facts that you know. If you touch a cockroach, it'll actually run away and bathe itself because it thinks it's dirty.
Because it thinks you're dirty. We are. There's a fun fact. I love that.
We're coming for you, cockroaches. Toilet paper, over or under?
I don't even put it on the thing.
Nope.
We just have it stacked.
Why?
Why take the time to put it on the roll? It's easier just like stick your hand in, like, you know. I'm sorry. We're uncivilized. Truly.
We're monsters. What's the best type of cheese?
Okay, not speaking as a vegan.
No, not
1000%. Munster. So good, especially for a grilled cheese because it just melts so perfectly. And if not that, I would go with Emmentaler Swiss. I am a cheese snob, okay? I love cheese. I grew up with my parents teaching me all about the good cheese, like the really, really high quality cheeses. Emmentaler Swiss. If you're looking for something cold just to eat in chunks, it's so good. But if you're looking for something to melt, Munster.
Big fan of Swiss, but I love pepper jack on everything.
Such an American.
Where is the strangest place you've urinated? Look, I'm a survivalist, and I've spent a lot of time out in the wilderness. There you go.
Can I just say a Buc-ee's?
Is it? No, the strangest place. I don't remember what gas station it was.
Is it with the bees?
No, that one was cool. They have a little bee that you can pee on, and it just like flies around. But there's one that has like a little soccer goal and a little goalie, and then there's a little ball, and as you pee, it like goes past the goalie. That was the greatest thing.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's the strangest thing, but probably the greatest.
I was just thinking the strangest like place that had a bathroom, and I would say it's a Buc-ee's because there is no reason to buy a swimsuit, bedding, drinks for the road, and gas, and dinner, and what you can get. You can
get plates.
You can get plants. You can buy plants there. Like it's like a Walmart, but like this big. Well, Walmart's if Walmart's this big, it's this big. It's huge, and it's a gas station, but like they have their own line of merch, which is fine. Gas stations can do that, but do they need swimsuits? They have bikinis with the little Buc-ee's logo. That's the weirdest place I've ever peed. It's the weirdest place I've ever been, I think.
What's the best inside joke you've been a part of? Noise complaint.
Noise complaint in and of itself. Also, the thing that I can't... Can I say that on here? I don't know if I can say it, so I guess I won't.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, noise complaint. We are full of inside jokes. Like, some of them, they bleed through onto the stage, but for the most part, they just stay in rehearsal. And
I would say noise complaint itself is one big inside joke. I have a few others, but one of them, I just, it's not a bad word. I just don't know if I can say...
I think if you're talking in that context, I think it'll be okay. You guys okay with something? You guys cool?
You can't ask. They can't.
We're giving you a warning. It's not a bad word, but
it's not a bad word at all. Okay, so me and my friend Anthony, and now a few people from that era of my life, we have this little inside joke based on the funniest thing that happened. My friend Anthony was diving into Vines. You know, remember Vine?
Back in the day.
And there was this one where this guy was like, "Hey Siri, what's my name?" And then Siri goes, "You're Tom, but you've asked me to call you vagina, 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 vagina." And it said it just like that. That's the word I wasn't sure I was going to be able to say. I'm sorry. And it just had this rhythm, you know? And then I heard that the night before I was going to a tap dance festival. The next day, this teacher goes, "All right, so this rhythm is da-da, and I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I can't unhear vagina, 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 vagina. So I came back to Florida after being at that tap festival. I laughed so hard the whole weekend. Every time I did drawbacks, it was drawbacks. There was the spank heel step, spank heel step, spank heel step, spank heel step, spank heel step. You hear it, right? So I came back to class, and it was my college students. I did not say this to any of my under 18 kids, but I decided to tell my college students this story. And so drawbacks became known as vaginas in my class. So we would do flaps first, and then riffs, and then Irishes, and then I go, "Hey guys, guess what time it is?" And then a couple of the kids would be like, "It's vagina time!" But we meant drawbacks. So there's the inside joke. What? It was so funny. Is that okay? Do I need to cut that out of this video?
I think that's okay. You guys okay with it? We gave you plenty of warning.
And you know what? This is, for any of the people that are from my main channel that watch this channel, now you know. Now you'll never unhear it, and you'll be able to laugh with me every time like I look like I might be laughing a little. If that rhythm comes in, I think it's happened in a video or two, but if that rhythm comes into play, I like chuckle, and you'll know why now. So... Anyway, so that was 20 weird questions. We're going to treat this as part 1, and then we'll film part 2, and then release that, because otherwise this video would be like 6 hours long.
We hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you did enjoy this, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Also, I want to see your guys' answers to some of these questions below.
Please answer some of these questions. Please. These are such cool questions. I don't know how you found this, but yeah. Yeah,
make sure you comment down below and be like, "Oh yeah, this, and answer, but please tell us what the question is so we're not just guessing which one it is. But no.
I had a blast. I had a blast with you today.
It was so much fun. It's another way to get to know each other.
Yes.
So, but if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up.
And subscribe.
We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers.
We're getting there.
We are.
We're inching.
Not that close.
Like an inchworm.
You know, we're this far in.
It's like we're rolling in the game of life, but we're only getting ones. Or like spinning in the game of life, but we're only getting ones. But it's okay because progress is still progress. So make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and we will see you for part 2 of these 20 very weird questions.
Bye.
Bye.